go to chair? No? Yeah, she's down there. No, they got one.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2023 Laurel High School Commencement Ceremony. I am honored to be a part of this ceremony. Before we begin this evening, it is important that we recognize the men and women who played an integral part in allowing us to have the freedom to participate in events like this. These are the individuals who have chosen to be a part of our military and to serve and protect our country and our freedoms. At this time, I would like to recognize Erica Price from the graduating class, who is planning to serve in the United States Air Force Reserves. Please stand and be recognized. And now, for anyone in the audience who has served or is currently serving in any branch of our nation's military, please stand and join this young woman and be recognized for your service. And now, if everyone would please stand, gentlemen, remove your hats as we salute the flag. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Good evening. My name is Leonard Rich. I'm superintendent here at Laurel, and I am pleased to introduce this year's Cole Friend Faculty Commencement Speaker. For many years, Laurel School District has had a faculty address at commencement. Starting with the graduating class of 2020, student voice was given to the faculty commencement address. Our first faculty speaker under the new format was Mr. Greg Walton. We are pleased to rotate the privilege of addressing a senior class between the elementary and the secondary staff. The K-12 staff was asked to give the address a name. Based upon their input, the faculty commencement address has been named after Mr. Todd Cole and Mr. Charlie Grin. Mr. Cole writes, I visited other school systems. Nothing matches the spirit of this group of workers, from the custodians and cafeteria workers to the novice teacher to the experienced teacher. Our maker is in every stroke of schedules written on the front board of the classroom, from every letter written home, every smile, every hand on the shoulder, every paper ever graded, every song ever sung. God has been near, peace, and remember, you are a masterpiece. Mr. Grin writes, I do not think I can convey in words what feelings of joy and sadness I felt when standing at the dais on graduation evening before a full auditorium of graduating seniors, parents, and grandparents. My hope was to convey to those seniors how much we would miss them the following year, how much we enjoyed interacting with them during their school careers, and of course to share a few stories that would bring them to tears, laughter, or both. It is my honor to introduce this year's recipient, Miss Nadine Zan. Let me share some remarks made by students about this year's speaker. Miss Mazan took the time to get to know and connect with each student personally. She was always kind and helpful. Even after so many years since we have been in kindergarten, she still remembers each one of her students and loves to talk with them and reminisce. Another remark, she was the kindest teacher I've ever had in all my years in school. Even years after kindergarten, every time I would see her, she would greet me with a hug and tear up over how much I've grown. Seeing her this year while I was working at Santaland was special because she couldn't believe that me and the other kids she had in kindergarten were graduating this year. We even got a group picture with all of us that were there. I remember all the dance parties we would have in kindergarten and having the best time ever. Many of my best memories are from kindergarten with my favorite teachers and lifelong friends. Another remark to begin, I had Miss Mazan as my teacher when I was just a little girl. She taught me many things and I always had fun in her class. The Steeler parties were my favorite part. She was the sweetest teacher to me and gave me a prize when I did good and when I deserved it. Miss Mazan created just the basics of my future and made me love learning and when I feared failure. She always told me, you can't give up. It's how you come back stronger next time. I'll never forget that because no other teacher made me feel worthy enough that I could do anything I wanted to. Miss Mazan made me feel like I was smart, the prettiest, most athletic, etc. when I never thought I was. I was always looking at other kids thinking they were always better than me and I could never be as cool as them. From growing up and now almost graduating, Miss Mazan taught me to stay true to myself and give my all to everything I've ever cared about. That's all that matters. Miss Mazan taught me those things and I could never thank her enough. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Nadine Mazan, this year's Cold Drink.
And staff. It's truly an honor to be chosen as the full grand commencement speaker, as I once was you at graduation. It's hard to believe that 13 years has passed, and some of you were in kindergarten. I was there to start your journey, and I feel blessed to be here to end this chapter of your life. 13 years ago, you walked into this place called kindergarten. Many of you were scared. Some of you cried and you didn't want to stay. Yet you stayed. I held your hand while you said goodbye to your family. And I let you sit next to me on the carpet while you were sad. We read the kissing hand together and played a game to learn everyone's name. In our time together, you learned more than just how to read and write. You learned what it meant to be a friend, have patience with yourself and others, and to learn from your mistakes. You smiled, you laughed, and sometimes cried. Not all the days were easy, but most were filled with learning, excitement, and joy. You gave me lots of hugs and high fives, and I still hear the word, teacher, teacher, no matter how many times I told you, that's not my name, my name is Miss Mazan. Throughout kindergarten, I worked hard to instill in you the belief that you are capable of great things, and that you will always believe in you. There is one more lesson that I like to teach you, and it's living proof today. You can do hard things. I stand here shaking in my shoes to speak in front of you. I'm conquering my own fear today, and if you can do it, so can I. When something scares you, dig deep inside of yourself to get through it. Achieve your goals as I did, right now as you embark on your next stages of life. I'm so proud of the many lessons that I've taught you and have remained with you. So always remember, you can be anything you want to be. Follow your dreams. Never give up. Just believe in yourself. Hold your head up high with confidence. And as Mr. Cole would say, you are a masterpiece. The world is waiting for you. So get out there and make a difference. I wish you all the best and congratulate this graduating class of 2023. Congratulations, graduates.
Good evening. My name is Laurel, and on behalf of the Senior Class Council of 2023, I am pleased to introduce this year's salutatorian, Jocelyn Fortuna. The daughter of Joseph and Tammy Fortuna, Jocelyn has earned a cumulative GPA of 4.73 and has put various efforts into extracurricular activities here at Laurel High School. She has been a member of the Student Council, National Honor Society, the Varsity Oak Club, and was crowned as the 2022 Homecoming Queen. Jocelyn was also a 4-year Letterman earner on the girls' volleyball, basketball, and girls' track and field teams. Jocelyn plans to attend the University of West Virginia this fall for an undecided major. Without further ado, please join me to welcome the Laurel High School class of 2023 salutatorian Jocelyn Fortuna.
Good evening, teachers, faculty members, family, friends, and the class of 2023. I am honored to be a part of this special moment with all of you. I would like to thank you all for being here. Thank you in advance for listening to me speak today. Thank you to all of the teachers who have prepared us for this moment and for the moments that are to come. Thank you to all of our parents, grandparents, and others who have raised bright young men and women and who have helped them throughout it all. Whether that be by packing lunches, helping with homework, making us dinner, giving us a ride to school, or even yelling at us to get up to school. Your unconditional love and support has gotten us to this point, but now it's time for us to take a bigger role in our own lives. So while we will continue to seek advice and welcome home-cooked meals once in a while, it's time to let us go. I also want to thank all of the coaches that have taught us lessons both on and off the court or field or wherever it may be. Thank you to God for giving us all this opportunity to be part of one another's lives. We are lucky to be part of a school and even a community this small. Over the past year, and even this year in particular, we have faced adversity as a whole, whether that be a global pandemic, the loss of a classmate, or injury after injury. But when you go through these many things together, it helps form important bonds and it brings people together and makes us grow. These events, along with many others, have shown that the support we have of one another is significant. And finally, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you behind me, because you have all taught me valuable life lessons, whether that be the importance of having some healthy competition, or the importance of not taking everything so seriously, or simply learning how to play poker. Thanks, Ash. I was struggling while writing this speech because there were so many things I wanted to include, but they each had different themes. So my goal was to find something that they all had in common. I went to Mrs. Garner and was asking her for ideas, and she suggested finding a motif or symbol that best described our journey from our first days of kindergarten to our last day of high school. And the best thing we could come up with was water. And I thought that might work, because sometimes it feels like you're swimming, but at other times it feels like you're drowning. I also thought about some of our memories together that involved water. Like when we went to the Y in second grade for swimming lessons. Holtz's story about the swamp boy. The great physics flood of 2023, or glaciers. But the whole water idea was not working for me, so this is not a speech about water, but instead a speech about a different kind of journey. One on dry land that involves climbing. My inspiration came from one of my favorite childhood movies, the Hannah Montana movie. Many of you may be familiar with Miley Cyrus, but for those of you who aren't familiar with her or the movie, it's a story about a girl who lives a double life as both a famous singer, Hannah Montana, and a normal teenage girl, Miley Cyrus. I had always wondered, though, why she didn't want to constantly live her life in fame, but that is something that you start to understand as you grow up. Anyway, the part of the movie I remember most is the song Diploma. And the lesson in it is that life is a lot like climbing. You have to take it one step at a time. So for us in school, it was the years passing by one as we climbed the mountain, until it finally reached 1 year left until graduation. Then, 1 year turned into one more quarter of school left. Then, one more week. Then, one more day. Then, one more minute until we heard the bell ring for the final time and walked through the hallways one last time with students here. Each of these things has just been a small step along the way to where we are today, at the peak. We have experienced some of our first steps together, like our first day of school, our first homecoming, our first day of synchronous learning, first trip to the principal's office, first prom, and many others. And we have reached the point where we are experiencing our last steps together too. Like our last time eating lunch in almonds or scripture, our last high school dance, our last time walking into the gym or stadium without having to pay to get in. We were so excited to reach these points, but now as we look back, we don't realize how much we would give for just one more time to do these simple things. Like one more time sitting in class together, one more time laughing with friends, one more time listening to Wolf's life stories or trying to get teachers off topic so we don't have to do classwork. One last time just being in middle school. This particular moment is the last time we will all be together. And we have to enjoy it because it will soon all just be another high school memory. The first verse from Miley's song, The Climb, that stood out to me was, I gotta be strong, just keep pushing on, because there's always gonna be another mountain. To me, this just means that we have to keep moving forward because life continues to move on. So we do not get another chance to retake previous steps because high school has ended for us and it's time to move on. So instead of wishing we could go back to a certain time, wishing for things to end, or waiting for the next thing to begin, we need to appreciate the moment and be thankful for it. Many of you might be waiting for the speech or the ceremony to end, but I encourage you to stop and enjoy what is happening right now. I ask that when you do the first and last names of the graduates, to be proud of each person walking across this track for their accomplishments and just take it all in because you will never get this moment back. We may not have each other in the next chapters of our lives, but we do have the memories that we all share, and we have all made the climb together, even though we experience different terrain at times. But the memories from this journey are unlike anything else, because they can't be taken away from you like trophies, medals, or titles. By no means am I trying to diminish these awards or accomplishments, but I'm saying that titles and superficial tokens do not last forever, but the memories that come with those times do. So try not to forget all the memories from this chapter of our lives that is now coming to an end. Yes, there have been bad things that happened, but there have also been once-in-a-lifetime things that we will never get to experience again, like the mock trials, the AP exams, the independent studies, the last-minute assignments, the field trips, the musicals, the failed tests, and what we are experiencing right now. Overall, we need to cherish the past and the good and bad things that we have learned from it, because it is those things and that wisdom we will take with us. But we need to be careful not to live in the past or anticipate the future, but instead live in the moment, because everyone loves to make memories, but no one realizes the moment they are actually creating them. So start to enjoy the climb instead of constantly thinking about the end destination, because it is gratifying to turn back and see how far you have made it, rather than only focusing on the journey ahead. The song also says, the struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I think that it's safe to say we have all experienced some type of struggles over the past years. But the hardest part about them is continuing to push on and push through, because it's not always easy. Sometimes it's the things that have been beaten down the most that are the most powerful and the most beautiful. One of the next few verses in the song reads, always going to be an uphill battle, somebody's going to have to lose. So that brings me to the topic of losing. I've had my fair share of losses, especially when it comes to sports. These losses teach us something unique, because you can try so hard for something and still come up short, but that's just life. My most popular losses include many second place finishes, like losing the Woodfield Championship twice, both my freshman and senior year in basketball. And here I am again today, finishing in second place. But that's not what's important. The important part is the lessons that we learn from coming out short or striving to make ourselves better, because those are the things that last a lifetime. The end of that previous verse says, but I gotta keep trying, gotta keep my head held high. Doesn't matter how fast I get there, ain't about what's waiting on the other side, but it's the climb. So keep in mind that we're all climbing mountains, but we can climb at our own pace. Overall, the quote from the song that stood out to me most was, I may not know it, but these are the moments I'm gonna remember most, just gotta keep going. Someday, we will look back and reminisce on all of our high school memories. However, endings are inevitable, and not every ending can we see coming, but this one in particular we have seen for quite some time, and we have prepared for it, and we have learned a lot along the way. Goodbyes and endings can be sad, but we have to continue to climb because there are bigger mountains to climb ahead. I would like to finish with some more wise words from Hannah Montana. I always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one, with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. I always knew after all these years, there'd be laughter, there'd be tears. But never thought I'd walk away with so much joy and so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye, but yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moments, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph. And hold you in my heart forever, I'll always remember you. Another chapter in the book, can't go back, but you can look. And there we are on every page, memories I'll always say. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2023.
And on behalf of the Senior Class Council of 2023, I am honored to introduce this year's valedictorian, Reese Benson. Reese is the daughter of Jim and Kelly Benson. Throughout her high school career, Reese maintained high honor roll from 7th to 12th grade. Reese has been an active member of the National Honor Society, Varsity L, and Students Against Constructive Decisions. She was Laurel's November Student of the Month. In addition, Reese spent some time at Laurel volunteering in life skills classroom during her junior and senior year. Reese was awarded the 2023 Laurel Scholarship Acting Award, Chemistry Merit Award, and Laurel Education Association Scholarship. Throughout Reese's high school career, she's been actively involved in sports. She was a 4-year varsity letterman winner and varsity volleyball and a team captain. During her senior year, she earned first team WPIL All-Stars, first team Class 2A Section 1 All-Stars, and an MAC All-Star team. During the off-season, Reese played the Pittsburgh Elite and Sky Development Volleyball Club teams. Reese was a 2-year varsity letterman winner in varsity basketball, helping her team advance to the 3A Whitfield Championship game. She earned second team Class 3A Section 1 All-Stars. During her senior year, Reese joined varsity track team. She was a letter winner and was awarded the Sport and Pride Award. In Reese's spare time, she enjoyed spending time with her family, exercising, being outdoors, reading, and riding horses. In the fall, Reese plans to attend Penn State University and major in 3 medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2023 valedictorian, Reese Benson.
Good evening. I would like to start off by thanking the school board, administration, teachers, family, and friends who have supported us and helped make this day possible. Tonight, I welcome you to be a part of this special moment with us, celebrating the class of 2023. So, how about this weather we've been having? You know, they say if you want to see the sunshine, you must weather the storm. And we did just that. Wow, guys, look at us. We made it. Words can't even begin to describe how proud I am of each and every one of you. After the trials and tribulations we faced in kindergarten all the way to senior year, we're gathered here tonight one last time. It's a bittersweet feeling, isn't it? We have long awaited the day we finally graduate high school, but after this final moment we share together, we will say our goodbyes and head our separate ways in life. Some of us will get ready to head off to college in the fall. Others will join the workforce, and some serve our country. But nonetheless, each of us will travel on our own unique path. We have shared a lot of good times and created numerous memories together. But tonight, we must think towards the future. As intimidating as this might sound, we are about to take on the world. We will no longer be sheltered or protected by the bubble-wrapped walls of high school. It's a scary world out there, And as cliche as this might sound, after tonight, we are officially entering the real world. A wise man, my father, has always told me that right now our world is this big. Our circle has been kept small by the confinements of being in high school, making it difficult to seek out opportunities to make our world any bigger. However, we are to face the reality of graduating high school and becoming adults in this small world which we've grown quite comfortable in. We will have the chance to expand our world and make it as big as we want it to be. But with expansion comes change, and with change comes challenges. I am not going to stand up here and tell you that your life after tonight is going to be all sunshine and clear skies, kind of like it is tonight, because it's not. But I'm also not going to tell you that it's going to be dark and gloomy either. Instead, I'm going to be real with you and tell you that you're going to have good and bad days. The best that we can hope for is it to be partly sunny with a slight chance of rain. There will be highs and lows, just like there is rain and sun. There will be difficult times in your life that make you feel like you have entered a storm, possessing strong winds and heavy rains, days where it feels like the darkness is just consuming you. Those difficult times, however, will not define the rest of your life, as long as you don't let them. It is in the storm where you flourish and you grow the most. Life cannot be lived on a binary scale of 0 to 1. We must learn to live somewhere in space in between, where our troubles do not permanently tip the scales. It is not sun or rain. It's not good or bad. It's not win or lose. These are all false dilemmas, which those of you who have suffered through argument and debate with me will know what these fallacies mean. Life is meant to have both sun and rain, good and bad, winning and losing. That is what makes tonight so bittersweet. The storms you will enter throughout your life are going to be challenging. But remember that it is a conscious decision made by you with how you let your challenges affect you. Are you going to dwell on it and let it consume you? Or are you going to find a way to live in the in-between? Finding a positive during a hard time is like dancing in the rain during a heavy rainstorm. You must find a way to make the most out of a situation that is nowhere near ideal. We must challenge ourselves to balance on life's scale by learning to dance in the rain. Even during the worst storms, the sun will always find a way to break through the rain clouds and make its appearance known. The next time you are challenged or experience an unexpected change, remember, the storm will eventually pass and the sun will shine again. But in the meantime, take this as an opportunity to find the beauty of learning how to dance in the rain. Well, I'm sorry to burst your bubbles once again, but change is inevitable. Kind of like the weather, because we all know we can't really depend on forecasts. Tonight, our plans, lives, and world will change. Those things will continue to change every day, whether we want them to or not. And I know, change is hard and extremely uncomfortable. We will soon learn that life is all about becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable. This allows us to welcome change in our lives with open arms, minds, and hearts. After all, we are not in control of the life that has been planned for us, no more than we are in control of tomorrow's forecast, but we are in control of how we decide to approach it. Our thoughts hold the power of deciding our future. If you tell yourself you'll never be good enough, then you're right. If you tell yourself you can't, then you won't. If we fill our minds with negative thoughts, then we can expect bad things to happen. It is when we change our negative thoughts to positive ones that we will begin to see positive results. Our thoughts will become our reality. Allow the positive to outshine all the negative, because let's face it, our lives aren't and will never be perfect. Now, I know that's a lot to take in right now, but I hope that you accept change and all the good and bad that comes with it. Don't let change keep you from expanding your world. I encourage you to soak up every opportunity that life has to offer you. Book the trip, apply for that job, make the call, take the risk.
We only have one life and are granted one chance to live it. Life is too short for our worlds to be this small. Well, we've reached the end, guys, and I know what you're probably thinking right now. We should just get on with it so we can move on with our lives already. Don't worry, I'm almost done. I have one last parting message for you. Class of 2023. You are strong, you are fearless, and you are unique. Now, go grab onto your world. Thank you.
Good evening, Laurel parents, graduates, faculty, administrators, school directors, and guests. Welcome to the 68th Annual Commencement Ceremony. As principal of Laurel High School, I'm given the opportunity and responsibility this evening to present the candidates for graduation. I am honored to hold such a position in this school and community that prides itself in history and tradition. The responsibility and opportunity for me to lead such fine young men and women, even though it was only for 2 months, comes to an end tonight. These students have completed their high school requirements and now will face an entire set of new challenges. They have the opportunity ahead of them to be the next doctor, lawyer, teacher, military leader, and most importantly, the responsibility that lies with being a mother, father, and friend. For some, the next job is still on the horizon and possibly has not even been developed yet. This will be the challenge as they forge through their life. Graduates, the United States has been proclaimed the land of opportunity. Your history teachers have taught you about the great immigration movements of the 19th and 20th centuries. These new arrivals came to the United States and made do of their opportunity and settled in places like Laurel County. History tells us that your descendants did not place blame on others or look for an easy way out, but they made the most of the opportunity that was placed in front of them and were responsible for their actions. Some of you will be able to stay in Western Pennsylvania, but others will have to find their opportunity elsewhere. The question is, what will you do with the opportunity that you created, and how will you handle the adversity and responsibility that comes with this opportunity? Parents and family, your job is not done and should never be complete. You have spent the past 18 years leading your loved ones to make the right decisions and to make the most of their educational opportunities. So do not stop now. The challenge is that you will not always be there to help guide them in their new opportunity. But there will be those times where they call, probably text, so they don't call. Needing your advice or assistance, what will you do? Their dedication and inner drive will hopefully guide them. But my charge to you as a family is to never quit being there and help them to be the best person that they can be. You are an important part of their lives, so continue to fulfill your responsibilities forever. Back to the graduates. As a former social studies teacher, I cannot allow you to leave high school without one more history lesson. One of my favorite time periods to study is the Cold War era. President John F. Kennedy was the leader of our great nation during one of the most turbulent and scariest times. The space race was a major factor during the Cold War. President Kennedy gave a speech at Rice University in September 1962 that illustrated the rapidly changing technological world and, most importantly, the race to the moon. President Kennedy in 1962 remarked that it is impossible to comprehend how far humankind has come over time. He mentioned, if you put the 50,000 years of man's recorded history into a 50-year time period, the first 40 years would be nomadic times, leaving just 10 years left. About 10 years ago, under this standard, man emerged from their caves to construct actual shelters. Only 5 years ago, man learned to write and use a cart with wheels. Monotheistic religion began less than 2 years ago. The printing press, which was created by Johann Gutenberg in 1439, would have been created this year. And just 2 months ago, during this 50-year span of human history, the steam engine provided a new power source. Finally, only last week, penicillin and television were discovered and invented. This analogy was made in 1962 by President Kennedy. The concept still applies 61 years later. Parents and family and teachers in the stadium have witnessed the growth of technology over their lifespans. Even you as students have come as far from the first iPhones, to smartphones, to Netflix, to Chromebooks, or to whatever was invented yesterday. President Kennedy's purpose in 1962 was to sell the space race and to get to the moon, which actually, as you know, did not happen for another 7 years after he made this famous speech. Getting to the moon was out there and was a vision for all mankind, and President Kennedy referenced what was important to accomplish in one of my favorite quotes of him, providing opportunity for all graduates to be appropriately recognized. Please refrain from applause for individual graduates to prevent the next graduate's name from not being heard. After all the graduates have received a diploma, we will give the class of 2023 an overwhelming ovation. Mrs. Columbus and I will be assisting, or Ms. Columbus will be assisting me with this evening with announcing the graduates. Mr. Timothy Redquitt, President of the Laurel School Board, Mr. James E. Vice President of the Laurel School Board, and Mr. Jeff Hammerschmidt, Laurel School Board member, presenting our graduates with their diplomas. We will begin our roll call with the valedictorian and salutatorian and senior class president and vice president. Talia J. Cartwright. Reese Isabella Fincham. Georgia Howland Gelman. Jocelyn Delphine Fortuna. Alexis Brianne Akins. John Joseph Andre. Reagan Susanna Atkins. Mitchell G. Badger. Seneca Elaine Bailey. Laven M. Barker. Colin Matthew Bartley. Zane A. Booker. Marcus Lamar Chavis.
Adam J. Klein. Aiden S. Collins. Brady Delmont Cooper. Jesse James Craddock. Ryan C. Curry. Alexandria J. Davis. Christopher G. Davis. Lucas J. Davis. Elena R. Dillo. Ryan Alexander Deluccio. Caitlin Shay Donaldson. Jonathan P. French. Kristen Marie Brewer. Kira Hope Geiger. Caleb Eric Gilmore. James Walter Griffith Jr. Kirsten Elizabeth Gump. Carter J. Haney. Madeline N. Harding. Matthew A. Hardisky. Marissa J. Hart. Vaughn L. Hartle. Alexandra Geraldine Herr. Dylan A. Hickman. Bailey M. Hill. Colton C. Hill. Donna Lee Hill. Sarah M. Jenkins. Amelia Rose Johns. Justin Robert Johns. Trinity Nicole Kelly. Kaylin Nicole Kennedy. Corinne Elizabeth Kent. Jeremiah King. Grace Caroline Kissick.
Sarah Elizabeth Knight. Kurt Ellen Lambert. Dominica Angelina Lorenzo. Riley D. Lutton. Grant Alexander McKay. Sherilyn Stacy McGee. Madison, Virginia, May. Mariah Elaine McBride. Claire Diane McCloskey. Lily Alexis McKay. Maggie Ray McKnight. Jacob G. McVicker. Amber Lynn Medved. George R. Michaels Jr. Madison Marie Michaels. Abby Jean Miles. Emmanuel M. Miller. Riley P. Miller. Vanessa Nicole Miller. Kylie Jo Mintier. Marissa Marie Moreau. Bailey Nicole Patrick. Elena Kathleen Purdue. Danielle Marie Pontius. Connor Thomas Consul. Gregory Otto Frederick. Erica Lynn Frederick. Juliana May Rogers. Brianna L. Queer. Gianna Nicole Selby. Nicholas Peyton Schaefer. Landon Isaac Smith. Seth D. Smith. Chelsea Nicole Stewart. Tyler J. Stewart. McKenna Addie Tanner. Ryan David Tellez. Chase Theodore Henson. Cody Dylan Wagner. Gina Schwartz. Grace Corinne Zephyr. Madison Elizabeth Zurich. I would like to invite Talia Cartwright to the podium for the tassel ceremony.
Would the class of 2023 please rise?
What up, Gene?
As president of our senior class, it is truly an honor to lead you in the tassel ceremony. Would you please take the tassel with the left hand and move it from the right side to the left side of your head? This signifies we are now graduates of Laurel High School and members of its illustrious alumni.
I would like to congratulate the class of 2023 and ask everyone to stand again for the Laurel High School alma mater. At the conclusion of the alma mater, students will need to go to the end zone for their diploma distribution.
Who yelled, what up to you?